Consider yourself reinstated, Commander. You know what you have to do.
Hello YouTube family, thank you so much once again for stopping by and checking out this review with me. Today we are going to check out THREEZERO's Mass Effect Commander's Shepard, the man that did it all. Commander Shepard, by the way, just so you guys know, this box feels like a shoe box that's been wet and dried and it's flimsy. That's what this box looks like, just so you guys know. I was pretty disappointed when I received this. I'm like, what the heck is this? Just be mindful of that. If you guys do enjoy the boxes and all of that good stuff, this box sucks, but the artwork and everything, it looks really good. I like it. Right out of the box, this figure does look amazing. He has really beautiful aesthetics to him. Got the figure for what it is. He looks really good. Let's go and check out Commander Shepard. Now that he's out of the box, no pun intended, he doesn't feel as premium as a Hot Toy or any of those guys. He feels rather lower quality. But starting off with the head sculpt here, this isn't the exclusive version that comes with the Commander Shepard's head. Couldn't find one that would come with the Commander Shepard head at a reasonable price, so this is what we have to deal with, and it looks really good. I believe THREEZERO did phenomenal adding the detail work on this guy, and the paint work could have probably been better, but you can see all of the details in there, and it looks really good. If we zoom in, you can see that he does have the N7 logo there. The red could have probably been a little bit more prominent. That's what the back of the head looks like. His neck was exposed, and I had to kind of like bring that up a little bit so it would look like this. The camera is not capturing it, but you can kind of see that there is somebody in there, and that's what he looks like. Now, I don't know why they didn't give us Commander Shepard's head and just included it in there, but they wanted to be difficult and do this whole exclusive thing or whatever, blah blah, which I get. Business is business, I get it. You want to order through their website, but it could have been nice to have a Commander Shepard's head, or at least just removable helmet or some sort, But this helmet looks like it's glued onto the face. Although I do believe that this head sculpt was done separated from the helmet, and then the helmet was glued on his head. Now this part right here, the inner part that I had to push up, is a rubber piece and isn't tucked in all the way. For whatever reason, anytime that you move his helmet or every time that you move his head, this moves with it, and it kind of discombobulates how it looks right here. Now looking at the suit is nicely done for what I've seen. I don't know if this is quite accurate because I've looked up pictures, and to me this just looks like it's a flat, different type of gray color to it. It doesn't have these little textures in them. If I remember clearly, in the game you was able to customize the suit, so I guess it's alright, This part does have some scuff, it looks like, but not quite. You can see it there. It just looks like they just like splattered randomly. It doesn't necessarily look like scuff. You can see the N7 logo with the red print on it, which does look nice. It just doesn't pop out or anything like that. Section, it looks pretty good as well. Does have a little bit of gray wash on these darker grays over here. Now underneath here, he has a suit that is separated, and then he has the armor plates over the suit. His back, you can see he has these little dope features as well. These little things is red, but it is pretty faded. Would have been dope if they would have added like a lighter red to make that stand out a little bit more. It does have his details in there that you could run your fingers on it. You can feel all of the sculpt, their work. And now looking at his arms, THREEZERO did great with that. All of the detail work that we see here looks good. This piece does move around to help with when you're moving the arm up and down. It scares me a little bit because as I stated, it does feel, it doesn't feel as premium. It feels like it could break very easily. This elbow piece, which is glued on there, this piece I think does move around. It's not glued on. This part is glued on. The hand is nicely done as well. The scope work is nice, you know, they did good with the scope work on here. And then the fingers, they're soft rubber. This side of the arm, same execution as the other arm. Scope the work there. You can see that they added some weathering on there on the gray. This one doesn't have the stripes. This part right here does stick out. This is like a leather type of material here, which I guess is good that they added that to I guess that helps with stretching the leg out and all of that. For the legs, he has the same detail, which looks really good. Something different here is that he has some straps here this time around. In the game, this piece up here, he was supposed to have straps on here as well, but he doesn't on the figure. Paintwork looks good. See this part right here, how they added this silver little touch up over the dark gray here. They should have done that on these sections or on this section over here instead of, you know, what they did. You can see the side pieces, which are in uniform with his upper bodysuit. Looking at his boots down here, they look pretty good. The execution on it looks pretty accurate to the game. Boots does look good. You can see the sculpt work here and on the top part right here, and they added some silver touches over here. Pretty good detailed and painted weathering on there, and some black wash and all of that good stuff. So that's good. That's good. And here's the bottom of the boot, nicely painted. But yeah, now let's take a look at articulation. I am gonna be a little bit careful because again, this figure does feel pretty fragile, so just bear with me. But yeah, starting off with the head, he can go all around. He doesn't pivot, honestly speaking. He doesn't pivot. It looks up a little bit, and he does look down, you know, somewhat. Arms, they do go up. Lift it up about that much. And he could kind of cross his arm there. Pretty good length right there. He has some up and down movement there in the shoulder, but be careful because it doesn't feel quite durable. He has bicep swivel. He has that bend at the elbow, which is pretty good. For his hand, he can move around. For the body, he is restricted by the suit, so you're not going to get no mobility. Legs go up about that much, kick back that much. Knee bending abilities, but it isn't all of that. Then his foot can do a 360 and goes down and goes up. No toe hinge. Ankle rockers are pretty good. They look pretty good. But yes. For accessory, he comes with his M8 Avenger, which it is cheap. It feels like his suit is just, it doesn't, you know, it's very cheaply made. But it is painted nicely, but it's missing a lot of things. For instance, here it's supposed to have some lights on there, and then here it's supposed to say M8, you know, but it doesn't say none of that. Over here is missing some lines. The same lines that we see up here, it's supposed to be down here as well. So it's you know, yeah, it's missing some details. Doesn't feel premium at all. But the scope looks good though, and the paintwork is good. If they would have added the little things that are missing, it would have looked even way better. And of course, accurate. And he also comes with his M5 phalanx weapon here, which is again same thing as his M8. It looks pretty good, you know, the paint job looks good, but it isn't done accurately. This is supposed, like, the body is supposed to be white, and it's supposed to say the gun's name on here. It's supposed to say M5 on there, and it doesn't have it. However, at least it does have the little green light in there. And lastly, he does come with his Omni tool here. If you guys see little fuzzes on it, I don't know what kind of paintwork that THREEZERO uses, but it causes a lot of fuzzes on these weapons. Even on his suit, he had a lot of fuzzes, but here you can see it a little bit more, I guess, because it's lighter. But yeah, he comes with his Omni tool, which is nicely done, very soft plastic, and it's pretty cool that, you know, it has like some flaps that do kind of move, but with that comes, you know, the possibility of it warping, used as a melee weapon. You know, he kind of like stab people as well. It's nicely translucent. You can see my finger there. So THREEZERO did pretty good with this as well. It just takes little fuzzes. It's just like, why is this so funny? But yes. And for his hands, he does come with his hands. So you can see the right hand comes with the stripes, the detail work on there, that wear and tear look, which is pretty good. And the other hand just comes plain. You can see all of the detail work on there. You can see on the knuckles. Comes with one weapon gripping hand, which I do not know why they would do that, which is his right hand. And as you can see, it does have its detail with holding the weapon hand, you know, which nicely done as well. And they all feel rubbery too. So, but yeah, they only gave him one trigger finger hand. I don't know why would they do that, but yes. That's a wrap up on my review on Commander Shepard by THREEZERO. I think that the figure overall is pretty dope. It's pretty nostalgic, you know. I just wish that he felt more premium, more, you know, instead of all plastic and let's be, you know, cheap. You know, I don't want to say cheap, but cheap. You know, he feels cheap. He doesn't feel durable. And there were some, you know, maybe some little features such as, you know, being able to carry his M8 on his back. That would have probably changed and made the figure much better. He is quite poseable, as you can see him able to put his arms forward. The way that he can helps with put him in certain poses like this. He just feels a little bit fragile in your hands when you're moving him around and all of that. It just feels like you just got to be extra careful with him. Commander Shepard's head, to see how that looks, it would have definitely been dope. I think it would have gave the figure a better aesthetic look as well. Because this way he just looks like a generic person. Paintwork could have been better as far as like on the guns, you know, and his weapons. They could have made the guns look better. The lights on the back could have probably been a little bit brighter to give it, like these lights could have been brighter to give it a better look. Other than that, the figure I think was good. If they were able to do a figure like this in 6 scale or 7 inch to go with, you know, NECA's Uncharted and God of War and all of that it would have been fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking this review out with me. Let me know in the comment section if you guys do have this figure. What are your thoughts on him? What are your thoughts on Mass Effect in general? Did you guys enjoy the storyline? What has been your experience with this figure? What has been your experience with THREEZERO in general? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel to help a brother out. I appreciate it. Smash that like button if you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoy these pictures, and y'all be blessed. Peace out.